Hi everyone, welcome to today's Pick a Card. Today we are going to do a reading on what you need to hear right now. We're going to contact our spirit guide, use the tarot. I even have some oracle cards, my astro dice of course, but I have some runes, Lenormand cards, and we are going to actually pick the piles using a pendulum. So at the end of your readings, I will ask you to think of a question in your head and we'll get a yes or no answer for you. Before we get started, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Kitty, and on our channel, we use the tarot and our connection to spirit to help navigate our lives and live it to the fullest. So if you enjoy this reading, I would love it if you subscribed and stuck around. And yeah, so let's not waste any time. Let's put that up on the screen. So you can pause the video if you need any extra time to choose your group. There are different decks to choose from along with pendulums, and timestamps will be down below. There is no wrong answer. Just listen to your intuition, what your gut's telling you. If you feel called or drawn to more than one pile, then there's likely a message in both or all of them for you. Do whatever you think is best. And if you guys wanted to skip right ahead to your reading, you can, but I do have a little short reading for the collective. Before I started filming, I just did a small mini spread asking Spirit what I should do reading on today. And I definitely felt called to do the topic we're doing, but I also got this message. I'll put the cards up. I just did a 3-card overview blob spread, and it looks like Spirit wants us, the collective, to know that we need to be sharing our gifts and being our true, authentic self. You have so much to offer, so many experiences still to have, to live, and Spirit doesn't want you to let lack mentality or like self-doubt stop you from experiencing your life and what you desire. And really, you are worthy of your desires. I feel like the collective right now might be doubting what they want, or feel like they're not living their true path, or feel like they don't have enough, and maybe they're isolating. I feel there's some sense of isolation here, and Spirit really wants us to just stop worrying about what other people do, like care or do or whatever, and like do you. Like, you are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. You are here to be you and only you. So Spirit wants you to really like share your gifts with others, or like just share yourself in general. Like, maybe some of you guys have been called to like starting your own YouTube channel or something like that. But Spirit definitely wants you to share yourself, your gifts with others. You are important, and the world is really at your fingertips once you believe in yourself and don't hold back your true authentic self and your true desires. Like, after that, like, everything will just come in. It's like we'll be attracted to you, and you get your vibration on the authentic level you came here to be. So that is the message I got from Spirit just a little bit ago. We're going to expand on that for each group, but I could resonate with that. I hope you guys can. Again, jump to your group, and timestamps are below, and I will see you there. Okay, group number 2, you chose the gold, or the brass pendulum. It looks gold. I think it's considered brass. And then also the deck that was underneath it is the tarot deck we're going to be using today, the Everyday Tarot, or Everyday Witch Tarot? Yeah, Everyday Witch Tarot. So, Spirit, what does group 1 need to hear right now? What does group 1 need to hear right now? I'm filming with 2 different devices right now, so I'm hoping I can get some footage of both me talking to you guys and also of the cards. I would love some feedback. Spirit, what does group 1 need to hear right now? Oh, this card wanted to come out. We have here Mushroom Fairy. Step into the light to rejoice and celebrate all the good there is in you. If you guys listen to that collective reading, this goes perfect with that. Step into the light. Yes, Spirit is calling everyone in the collective, especially you group 1, to step into your light, step into your true authentic self, and just celebrate being you, and don't worry about what anyone else thinks. And you know, don't look at your flaws. There's so much good, so much beautiful. Like, everything about you is beautiful, flaws and all. And Spirit wants you to really just embrace who you really are, embrace yourself, and start practicing more self-love. And then we have Bluebell Fairy. Mistakes can happen at any time, and this is how we learn. Forgive yourself and then move on with the lessons learned. Yes, I think this totally correlates with the collective reading as well, but you might be dwelling on the past or what you should have done, could have done, like, etc. Spirit wants you to not look at things that have happened in the past as like regrets or mistakes, and really focus or like use that experience as a learning experience and help you grow. Like, that's how I try and look at things now. When I was younger, I used to just run all these bad scenarios in my head all the time. I still do sometimes. But now I try and think of it like, you know, anything bad that happened or any stupid mistakes I made, etc. Like, I look at that as like a learning experience. So now I know not to do it again, or I know how to behave in a different manner, or I know at least what I don't want, you know. So it's time to stop dwelling on the past and forgive yourself, forgive others, you know, step into your light. Like, once you start focusing on the positive things you have in your life and not the things that you don't have, or the past things that happened that you lost or messed up, whatever it is, it's time to, you know, look at it in a brighter light and move forward, because there is something so beautiful and positive like waiting for you, and Spirit wants you to step into that energy. Now we're going to draw some tarot cards. Spirit, what does group 1 need to hear right now? What does group 1 need to hear right now? 3-card overview blob spread. What does group 1 need to hear right now? What does group 1 need? Oh, wow, your card just jumped right. So we have here, not sure if you can see. I apologize if there's any like jump cuts. Usually I just film unedited with my tarot, but trying new things today. Not cutting out any of the messages. So we have Page of Cups, and then that's reversed with 9 of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Wands and Justice on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been holding back on some sort of passion or creative side. Maybe it's something you don't even really realize, or something you did when you were younger, but there's like some kind of creative expression, some kind of like childlike joy that wants to come out. And I feel like once you embrace this creative side of you, or like just your, whatever this hobby is of yours, maybe like studying something new, once you do that, I feel like you're going to, it'll be like a stress reliever. You're going to feel less anxiety. You're going to feel less depressed. It'll really get you out of your like funk if you're relating to that. Even if you're not in a funk, I feel like it'll really help you feel like more passion for life. You're going to be more like driven, happier, like ready for new adventures, and things will become much more balanced in your life. Things may have seemed unfair lately, like you feel like you're, you know, you're a good person, you're doing good things for other people, you're doing X, Y, and Z, you know, you're doing all the things, but you're like, why do I feel depleted? And Spirit is calling you, again, we talked about this, right, to not dwell on past mistakes and to really just embrace who you are and go after what you actually want and not care what other people think. Because when you pick up this new hobby, this new desire, whatever it is for you specifically, it's going to not only like improve your mental health, which is like huge, like totally major, it's going to make you feel more passion for life, and then it's going to drive you to do even more things. Like, you're going to be driven to do more things you like. You're going to be passionate about things. You're going to go on new adventures, however big or small they are to you. It's going to be adventurous for you. And really things are just going to become much more balanced, and you're going to feel a lot happier. Because I feel like there's something you just have been holding back from the world too that you're being called to share. Maybe you like to paint. Maybe you like to read, or you're like, maybe you've always wanted to go to school for something like criminal justice, for example, or anything like you just have been wanting to study and you feel like it's too late or something like that. Spirit's like, no, it's never too late. Do what you feel called to do, because that is your purpose, and that is what, you know, what makes you happy, and it'll really expand your world. Learning more, trying new things, picking up something artistic is really coming through here. Maybe in the past when you were younger, like a kid or something like that, you got like made fun of, or something happened, like maybe like one person said you were bad at art or drawing or whatever it is that you enjoy, and that kind of stayed with you, and maybe you didn't realize you like held on to that like childhood trauma type thing, and that's kind of held you back from expressing yourself or following these hobbies of yours, or studying. Like maybe someone told you like you're not good at school, so you never did that, but Spirit is saying go for it. It's gonna really help you. And even if like you're nervous to like go out and try new things, like it'll really be good for you. You'll come out of your shell and feel more confident. Okay, Spirit, what else? I'm gonna use some new decks today too. What does group number 1 need to know today? Ooh, that just flew out. These cards are so pretty. Prickly skin. I have the guidebook next to me because I knew I've never used this before. I've used it. I drew a couple cards for myself. But look in this card, like this person has like armor on. I feel like you guys have, like I was saying, you have people have been really, mean to you in the past or something, and you just want to protect yourself, like whatever happened to you before. So you have like this armor up, like these walls, these boundaries up, and so you don't like really let people in or like really show what you truly desire, or you don't let people in as easily because you're afraid of getting hurt again. And maybe that's why you don't want to get out and do new things, try new things, because you're afraid you're going to fail or whatever it is. Let's look at the guidebook and see if it says anything additional. Prickly skin. These aren't in alphabetical order. Let's see. I don't see it. That's so weird. Whatever. So, from the deepest place of wisdom, prickly skin is born. Sometimes a delight, sometimes a warning. The subtle sensation of the body whispers to you a message from the divine. Pay attention to the message, something moving you, within you, or without, that needs attention. Thousands of follicles pushing up their hair flags in order to get your attention that the spark of love or inspiration is real. If you are wondering about starting a new adventure or some middle of the night inspiration or hint of a dream not ready to be spoken yet, prickly skin is here to affirm that you must proceed. Prickly skin may also be alerting you to pay attention that something is not right. Check your surroundings. There are external forces at play. Put away your phone, listen to the wind, and proceed cautiously. Interesting, yeah, so that might be how you feel things intuitively. For example, like maybe some of you have a Taurus moon. I know Taurus moons feel energies, they get like goosebumps or something. Like that's what they mean by this prickly skin. Like that's how things are right. Like maybe you just watching a YouTube video or read something or heard someone talking about some hobby or art, whatever it is. And that's that new adventure that you're being called to go on, and you get this chills, or you feel something. I think that's how you feel. If you're I'm not intuitive, I'm not psychic or whatever, you are, but Spirit's calling you to listen to your body and get rid of distractions. And when you feel that, I can feel it talking about it. Then when you feel that, know that that's a sign from the universe, God, whatever you call it, that this is for you. Unless you have a really overwhelming bad feeling too, you'll know whatever you get the sensation, just listen to your body. It'll be clearly good or bad, and yeah, I feel like you're being called to do that, and that maybe that'll be how you learn what this is. Right now you might be I don't know what this new adventure or this passion is, I don't know what I'm gonna do, an adventure, and that is Spirit calling you, telling you how you could pay attention. If the hairs on your arm stand up. Yeah. And also I feel spending less time on social media and your phone and going out and trying new things will be good for you too. Let's see. And then on the bottom of the deck we have pick up your mess. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed and exhausted and stuff like that and just stressed out, it's been proven in trials, studies, that having a messy environment literally leads to mental illness or just more rates of anxiety and depression. So if you can relate to that, if you feel your place, even if it's not too messy, I think decluttering and getting rid of things you no longer use, it'll break up the stagnant energy in your home and also make space for these new hobbies and new things you want. And If you are like feeling like you don't have money to pursue something, like you can sell some of your items, but really just like picking up a little bit at a time, like just not leaving dishes in the sink, like slowly incorporating things like that. It is literally linked to less anxiety and depression. And we have here the Nine of Swords reversed, and I feel like maybe you're already starting to come out of that, or you will, because this is definitely showing that there will be a relief of anxiety. But I think this is a great place to start in not only picking up your physical mess, but like cleaning up the mess like on your social media feeds and stuff like that. Like, are there like accounts that you follow or see that like trigger you or make you feel bad? Like, get rid of them, unfollow them, mute them, whatever you have to do. Like, digital clutter, like your email list, whatever, like unsubscribe to a bunch of things. If you're trying not to shop as much, like clean up, obviously your home. Oh, hello. And maybe just like a simple habit of making your bed every day, like will just make you feel more accomplished. And like every day you're going to just feel, a little bit better, like more productive, like you're doing things. Cause maybe right now you're like feeling a little hard on yourself, that you're not doing enough, that you're just feeling really depressed. Spirit is making it clear, cleaning up, decluttering, getting rid of things you don't use anymore. Selling them too could help if you're trying to like balance your finances or anything like that. But it'll like make room, like literally like stagnant energy, like bad energy stays in places. Like, are there rooms in your house or corners that like are never touched or used? Clear that out and see, like, and do like a smoke cleanse or something if you can, or you don't have to use smoke, like if you have little ones like my kid here or whatever. There's different ways you can do it, but just cleaning will really and like rearranging your furniture will really like just be refreshing. We have here Cloud. Oh, we have 3 cards that came out. Cloud, Revelation. Yeah, I think maybe you guys have been daydreaming about something you wanted to try, or maybe right now is just a big revelation. Or once you like maybe clear out the space, clear out your, digital stuff that's bothering you, like start feeling less anxious. It's like this cloudy mind you may have will like dissipate, and it'll be more clear what you want and where you're going. And we have here direction. I was just saying where you're going. Yeah, and the wand here, or staff, really reminds me of this like Knight of Wands we have here in the beginning, about like passion and stuff. But you're going to be able to see what direction or feel what direction you want to go to. Once you start feeling better, you start getting rid of toxic relationships, toxic things, toxic thought patterns for the most part, but also like your place. I feel like it'll just lift, like you're just gonna feel like a weight is lifted off your shoulder, and like see things more clearly, know what direction you want to go in. There's some like crystals on this staff too. Maybe you'll want to get more into spirituality. But I feel like, and then we have Rose here, and it says promise. I feel like Spirit really wants you to make a commitment to yourself. And just take small daily actions. Like, it doesn't have to be like, sometimes we're like, I'm going to change. That's like, why New Year's resolutions never work. We like just have huge high goals, and like, then don't last very long. The key is to do small little habits every day. Like, start by making your bed, start by decluttering 1 item a day, start by like promising to like treat yourself better and have more self-love. Maybe have like a rose ritual bath, buy yourself some flowers, do something that makes you feel good, however small or big it is, every day. Like, do it for you, because I feel like you guys you might be focused on other things, and you're being called to really listen to what you need, do what you need, like go in the right direction. And it all starts with better habits and like taking care of yourself mentally and physically. What else do we have here? What does group 1 need to know? What does group 1 need to know right now? What does group 1 need to hear right now? Well, there's like little baby steps in the staff on direction. Yeah, baby steps. That's why I said literally, look, there's little baby steps on there. You see that? I feel like there's a reflection. Or not reflection, shadow. It's so cute. I said baby steps. And it's okay if you have like a bad day or have to cry it out or anything like that. I feel like there might be some like release that needs to be done, like pent up feelings and emotions, you know, that they'll be good to like acknowledge and then let go and then move forward. Ooh, maybe a gift. I think you got like the collective reading, like you are a gift. You have so much to share with the world, and Spirit really wants you to realize that. And some of you may actually receive a gift soon, but I feel like this is Spirit trying to say that you are a gift to this earth, and living your true, authentic, your best self, being your best self, treating yourself best is the biggest gift you can give to your loved ones, your family, your kids, whatever, and the world. So don't think it's selfish to take care of yourself and or spoil yourself or whatever. Go out and do your own thing. So, you know, you're really being called to share your gifts, share your real self with the world. Whoa, we had 2 cards that came out that's about money. Have you been worrying about money, group number 1? We have here, wealthy man came out reversed, but then we have sudden wealth. So, some people here might feel like they can't get out and be themselves or do what they want or have the job they want, do the XYZ because of money issues or like, you know, and Spirit does not want you to focus on that, because the more positive you treat yourself, the more you treat yourself like you are a wealthy man or woman, or, you know, like a wealthy person, and not treat yourself like you're poor. Like that with this rose too, I feel like you're being called to just really practice self-care, and like even if you're not wealthy, like acting like it will bring forth like not only like confidence and stuff, like also it will all of a sudden bring forth money. Like just fake it till you make it type energy. Like start giving yourself like luxury like baths and do your skincare or whatever you like to do, massage your body, like get a massage if you can. Do things that you would think a wealthy person can, and stop thinking that you don't have enough. I know it's hard to do, but you really need to start changing your mindset. I'm seeing here, we have 2 11s here, and I feel like once you guys do that, and then there's 3 7s here. If you guys watch my weekly energy reading, there's a lot of 7s, and today's the 7th when I'm filming this. So I think if that's the case, if you're afraid that if you follow your dreams, you won't have enough money, if you do whatever, you know, if you just feel stuck because of money, like Spirit's saying change your mindset and really try and like journal it out and think about like what money blocks you may have. Like maybe like you grew up thinking you have to work really hard for money, or you know, you can't leave your 9-to-5 job and do what you really love because of money. Like Spirit is making it clear to me right now, like when you start to embrace your real passion and do what you want and do what makes you feel good and taking care of yourself, then all of a sudden, like, all this wealth will come into your life in more than one way, like love, abundance, you know, the life of your dreams. I'm recording this, there's just cards just everywhere. Okay, let's get an affirmation, or let's roll the dice first, the Astro dice. What else for group number 1? Ooh, yeah, we have your South nodes ready to move away from the past. We have 8th house and Capricorn. Maybe wealthy man was reversed because maybe there was someone, there was dependent on like a family member or authority figure, or like a ex or someone you're dating and you want to leave them or something, or you're worried about not having money because of this other person, but you're ready to move away from someone that just wasn't working for you. This could also be like worried about moving away from a job that's paying well, that we already talked about, like, and just having that structure, having that regular paycheck. You might feel just like really trapped, but you know it's not your like true destiny and it's not your calling. But you can still like take these little steps too with this Capricorn. I'm seeing like structure like daily things to improve your life and get you to where you want to be and find like your purpose. But I feel like you're really being called to follow follow what you really want to do. And if you are like dependent on someone else, or they're, you know, you don't have to be. Like, you can take little steps to make money. I feel like you guys have some sort of artistic talent or something like you could do and give the world. It's like your gift, and it'll bring forth gifts like back to you. Like, I don't know what it is, but you know, because it's a collective reading, but it seems like you guys have some talent that you're not utilizing at this time that Spirit wants you to at least try out as a side hustle or something, or at least not even, maybe it's not about money. It's just about like you just trying it out to, you know, feel more passionate again, feel good. Let's do it. We have here Laguz. It was inverted. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been kind of blocking out your intuition somehow. But Spirit wants you to really listen to it. We got that with one of the first cards, prickly skin. Really pay attention to subtle signs, angel numbers. If you see repeating numbers a lot, like write it down and what's happening at that time. Because Spirit is trying to communicate with you. And I feel like you might have already been experiencing this prickly skin, this feeling in your gut. Have known for a long time that whatever is going on in your life isn't working for you, isn't the right thing. And Spirit's been trying to nudge you and wants you to listen to your intuition. I feel like a lot of you may be intuitively gifted, but maybe you, with this cloud here, maybe you use, like, do something to, like we talked about earlier, like being on your phone to distract yourself. Maybe sometimes it's substances or overworking, just doing things to like distract you from like listening to these feelings you have, or like, you know, following like your gut instinct that whatever this is isn't for you, or and like making changes. You kind of just whatever. I don't know when I just cut out, but I was saying you guys are intuitively gifted, and there's something that you've been doing, or maybe this is negative thought process or whatever, you've been putting yourself down, maybe overworking, maybe being on your phone a lot, or some other addiction or distraction, whatever it is, to really avoid these feelings you've been having. But you're being called to really get in touch with your intuition, and you could feel things like we were talking about before, like maybe even when you're around certain people you feel like sick or like bad when it's negative. Like your body is telling you something. You feel your intuition is what Spirit is saying here too. And whatever it is, it's like been making you feel anxious or cloud your vision, cloud your judgment. Maybe it is just some sort of bad habit. Once you lift that and like do things to make you happy, like, and really get in touch with your spiritual side, you're being called to get in touch with your spiritual side. We have 11s coming out here, 7s. So start paying attention to angel numbers and other subtle signs, because I do think you guys are intuitively like gifted, psychic maybe, and you, that might be that gift that you're supposed to share with this world. Like maybe you guys have been wanting to read tarot or something like that. Work with crystals. Yeah, once you start embracing this side of you, I feel like things will get a lot more clear. Okay, let's get an affirmation, and then we'll ask your question with the pendulum. What message do you have for group number 1? Ooh. I'm okay not to be okay. Or it says, in this moment, I'm okay not to be okay. I trust the universe. Yeah, you gotta trust. I feel like you guys, some things made you have this lack of faith, lack of spiritual connection. And I said this earlier, like embrace your feelings, don't hold them in. I feel like that could also be clouding you and from like experiencing joy and like your true path. Like maybe you grew up in a way like you weren't allowed to experience emotion or like talk about emotions, or when you did, like you got people like didn't accept or were mean to you or like weren't supportive. But like you need to feel your feelings and not hold them in and get them out. And like even if things aren't going well, like if you know it's the right thing to do, like take these baby steps and stuff and just trust that things are going to be okay. You guys are spiritually protected, and you guys are gifted spiritually, and you're being called to just get in touch with that, and just even starting to believe will be really helpful. The universe has 3 answers. Yes, not yet. I have something better in mind. Yeah, get clear about what you want. Like write it down in your journal and then say or better at the end. I feel like you guys don't realize the capacity of the dreams, like of the things that could happen to you. Like you have so much that, you know, the world is your oyster. Like you can have anything. And I feel like it's hard for you, group 1, to understand that or like believe that. So write down and tell the universe, like when you connect with spirit, because they really want you to just get clear on like what you want. And it's okay if you don't really know, but just like state some things and say or better, because you guys can have better and you will have better and you deserve better. So let's get your pendulum out. So think of a yes or no question. Maybe something came up during this reading. I'm just gonna make sure. This is my newest pendulum, but I know it works the same as my other, but I'm gonna just program it for a sec. Spirit, please show me yes. Thank you. Is my name Kitty? Thank you. What is the answer to group number 1's question? Seems like a strong yes. Spirit, can you confirm, is yes the answer? Okay, so yes is the answer to your question. And I hope this reading was helpful, and I hope I got some of it on camera. If this is like all over the place reading, like, or there's some cutouts, again, I'm sorry, trying new things, but the message is all that matters. So Spirit really wants you to get in touch with them. It's like, I'll call them up, but really, you just talk to the Spirit, get clear on what you want, try new things. Don't worry about money, because once you start having a more positive mindset and embrace your true gifts and share them with the world, money's going to come flowing in. Look out for 1111 and 7s and other things like that, because yeah, I'm curious. Do you guys do anything like this, like tarot, or like have you had like psychic experiences? Please leave a comment down below. But I hope this was helpful. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I love you so much. Bye, group 1. Hi, group 2. So you guys chose the rose pendulum, the rose quartz pendulum. Sorry. So at the end we will have you ask a yes or no question. But let's get started. So Spirit, what does group number 2 need to hear right now? What do they need to know? What messages do you have for group number 2? What does group number 2 need to hear right now? We have here Wisteria Fairy. Unleash the power within you to make changes. Ask to be given the wisdom that will allow you to grow. Trying new filming setups today, so let's see if you can hopefully see that. And then we have Titania's Flight. You have had problems in the past, but to move on, you must both forgive and forget. Learning from mistakes will enrich your life. Yes. So Spirit is definitely confirming the collective message I talked about in the beginning. If you were listening to that, it's really time to like unleash your authentic self, figure out what makes you happy, move on from past troubles, and really learn what you love, what you like to do, and not hold back, not do things because other people told you to, or whatever like standards people like you grew up with. Maybe you were told like when you were a little kid not to do certain thing that was your passion, and you've kind of held on to that grief, maybe knowingly or not, but there's something inside you that really needs to come out and shine in this world. And releasing like any past stuff that has occurred, any like self-limiting beliefs, that will be very helpful. I know it's easier said than done, but I feel like with these 2 cards, Spirit is calling you to kind of look at your inner child and any wounds you might have from the past, and try and like journal, work through them, do whatever you have to do, and find what these blocks may be, and kind of just like let go of the past. Like if you keep like, if you've been hurt in the past, I mean we all have, but like in your situation, maybe there's still some, anger, pain, fear, and Spirit's saying that it's like giving away your power to that person. And it doesn't mean you have to like forgive them, but like just kind of like forgive yourself, forgive other people. It doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean you have to say sorry to their face or anything like that. Just acknowledge that it happened, that, it sucked. Like, don't push away your emotions, but don't dwell on them. If you do that, it's like you're giving away your present moment, and you're stuck, and you're giving this past situation, this past person, your power, and it's time to just let that go. It does take some work. It sounds easy when I just say it like that, but it's time to work on that and release past grief, mistakes, and I feel like a lot of it might be just being hard on yourself. And really, when you do that, go back to this childlike state where, we didn't have that self-doubt and that fear and all that criticism, self-criticism back then. Maybe there was something you really enjoyed as a kid and you're being called to just embrace that, or just embrace that childlike joy and not live in fear and doubt and sadness, and just find what makes you happy. You're really being called to share your true self, your happy true self, your talents, your gifts with the world, and moving on from past stuff will definitely be helpful. So now we're going to do some tarot cards. A whole bunch of stuff today. Spirit, can we get a 3-card overview blob spread? What does group number 2 need to hear right now? What do they need to know? Can you expand on this, please? Thank you. What does group number 2 need to hear right now? What does group number 2 need to hear right now? What does group number 2 need to hear right now? So on the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles. And then we have, for the spread, we have the Empress, the Ace of Swords reversed, and the Moon. So right off the bat, I feel like some of these issues might stem from problems with a maternal figure, family, but definitely I'm getting a mother vibe. It doesn't have to be for all of you. Maybe it could just be someone that helped raise you, or, was part of your life as a child. It could also, in a way, be someone that is a part of your family otherwise, or your child, or someone that you consider family. But there's something, or maybe some of you guys have been trying to have a family, or you feel like you don't have one, or you feel like there was some deception, backstabbing related to family and motherhood and childhood too. Maybe there's been some stuff you've been holding in from the past related to this, and that's the situation. That's the stuff that Spirit's calling you to release. I know it's not easy. It definitely, with the Ace of Swords reversed, that's a very hurtful, painful experience here. And with the Moon, that can signify, the Moon in astrology can represent the mother as well as the Empress. That's why I was saying mother. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom, which is, the family card, legacy. Maybe some people watching this, maybe your family had money, but maybe you didn't get that maternal support, or maybe you lost a family member when you were young or recently, or something like that. It doesn't have to be for all of you. It could also just have to do with you wanting to be a parent, or maybe having to grow up too fast. But I feel like with the Moon here too, I feel like in the Ace of Swords, this is calling you to acknowledge those hidden dark wounds that you have regarding family, or lack of family, or loss of a family member, fear of not having a family yourself, or children. Spirit doesn't want you to give up or focus on this past pain, because there's still so much room for growth and new beginnings. And even if it's not kids, it's you can still birth and bring into the world this life you want to create. You can, in this card here, there's a little fur family, there's a dog and a cat there. And she has a wand in her hand. She's holding her pregnant belly. Being pregnant, it could be just an idea, something you want to bring forth to light. Maybe some of you guys want to get into practice of astrology or something with the occult that is different than, your family values. Maybe they were more traditional. Yeah, I feel like there's something that's been in the background that Spirit's calling you just to work through it. And it's not easy, but like once you do so, I feel like you'll get this pressure released. Let's get some more cards here. But yeah, there's two major arcanas and the Ace of Swords reversed, so I feel like there definitely is a past wound that's really hindering you. You probably know what it is watching this, because we all have our own wounds, but Spirit is really wanting you to not push things aside anymore and really work through it. And maybe one way you guys could do so is like reading your astrology chart, your birth chart. If you haven't done that already, there might be some information there that helps you understand you and your family and those around you, and why things are the way you are. And that could be a way of really doing this work and discovering things about yourself and others, and just might be a big interest of yours. Maybe working with the moon cycles, like with the Empress in the moon, so that could, well, those together both can indicate like pregnancy and stuff like that. But also I was thinking like putting forth your manifestations and what you want into existence, like working with the new and full moon. And if you do have this hope to have this family and kids and stuff like that, like Spirit doesn't want you to dwell on that. Like you could still have a family, even if it's unconventional of your own. You can still have this new business or whatever it is that you want. Like it's not too late, and you are lovable and amazing and worthy of love and family. Let's get some more cards for you. Potentially there was like, maybe a family member with mental illness or a drinking problem or something like that, or a child of yours. And that could be kind of the issue you're dealing with. What messages do you have? What does group number 2 need to know? Untangle. This is a new deck. I have the book nearby so I can see, but yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of pent-up stuff, a lot of things just held inside, and it's all kind of tangled up. Maybe even your thoughts about it, like maybe, I don't know how to say this right, but like not lied to yourself, but maybe just like told yourself a different story and didn't accept a harsh truth or something like that. And there's just a lot now in your head, and you just haven't wanted to deal with that, and it's like time to untangle, your thoughts, get them straight, like maybe untangle like rough ties with family or other people. Let's see what the book says for this one. And then on the bottom we have, this is funny, this was in the last group too, pick up your mess and untangle. So in the last group I was talking about how decluttering and getting rid of some stuff, their house, and like unfollowing social media accounts that make you feel bad would be a good idea. But I feel like a lot of this for you might be like emotional mess, but that also is a good idea. Like with this tanglement too, maybe there is a mess at home. Maybe you didn't have a lot growing up, so you keep a lot now or something like that. Or there was a family member that passed and you keep all their stuff. I don't know. Let's see what the book says for clarity on the untangle. But pick up your mess, yeah. If you are feeling like anxious and stressed and there is clutter in your home, I think it's been shown, like in studies, like legit, people who clean their home or declutter are less likely to be anxious and depressed. And also there might just be some like stagnant energy going on like in your house, and just getting rid of things that don't make you feel good would be really helpful. And like I briefly mentioned, like unfollowing social media accounts, mute, like even if you can't unfollow, maybe like some family members that are toxic or something, or friends, just mute them. Like there's a way to do that on like Facebook and Instagram. I think I went and did that a long time ago, like muted like everyone on Facebook. I don't even check Facebook now really, but just muting accounts, even like, if they're family, they won't know you did it. It'll still say your friends. Like if there's things on there that like, are hurtful, toxic people and stuff, like just, you don't need to look at that. I would say clean up your social media feed. And if there are any like attachments to things or codependencies or addictions or anything like that, then it might be something to work through. But let's see what the book says again. Untangle page 59. I don't know why I felt like saying that out loud. Maybe that number means something. A situation has you twisted and entwined with another, and it is time to untangle yourself. Seek clarity. Know what is yours to own and let go of the rope that has tied you up in this mess. You need not always be concerned with what everyone else does or thinks or wants from you. Loosen the threads so that you can find your own string. Follow the yarn that begins in your heart and weave your own tapestry for others to admire. No more twisting yourself up in the knots of other people's expectations, rules, or control. Untangle yourself. That legit is a message I had for the collective in the beginning, and that goes with what I was saying too. Yeah, it's time to be your own person and break free of these restrictions it seems like your family or mother or people in your life have put upon you. And if you need a separation, I know it's hard, especially with family and stuff, but you can take a little time out. It's it's for your best interest, and it's time to, untangle and really figure out what makes you happy and not worry about other people's expectations. That is exactly what we talked about in the beginning. And then I didn't look up pick up your mess for the last group. I feel called to do so, even though I'm sure we kind of talked about it. Where is this one? Page 53. Pick up your mess shows up when it's time to own your shit. Take responsibility and clean up your mess. Repair your mistakes. Apologize. Personal accountability is a pathway to healing and freedom. No need to judge yourself for making a mess in the first place. Life is messy. You are not a bad person because you got it wrong, misunderstood, or made a mistake. Pick up your mess provides the opportunity to find lost treasures and to repair what was broken, to reconnect to things that are hidden in the clutter. Chop, chop, it's time to get started, one little piece at a time. Yes, baby steps. I feel, with this mess, I feel like it really is emotional and attachments to other people and hanging on to this resentment and whatever bad thing happened regarding family and definitely maternal, but let's get some more cards. I really hope you can see these cards. Okay, Spirit, what else for group number 2? Too many. Bull, resistance. Some of you guys might be Tauruses, but yeah, I feel like maybe there's been some resistance to changes or changing, or I think in a way also it's like Spirit saying you have the power to push through anything, and if you get resistance from family, whoever, about making these changes that Spirit is encouraging you to do, and if you get resistance taking a break from people and stuff, you'll be fine. You're much more powerful than you think. Right below that, it says you have a power within you. If you're going through a tough time right now, you will get through it. Spirit is saying you are powerful and you are protected. And sometimes change is hard. The bull is kind of associated, or is associated with Taurus, which is associated with stubbornness and stuff like that. And sometimes change is harder for that. So that could be just saying maybe you're being resistant to change, but you have the power to do so. And then we have Rose, promise. So I got this in the last group too, maybe, but I feel like I'm getting different messages though intuitively. So I feel like this is related to maybe someone broke a promise to you in the past, and that is why you're afraid to make changes or try new things or do whatever. Spirit wants you to make a promise to yourself and treat yourself well, and realize that no matter where you are in life, there's still so much time to grow and blossom, and you have all the power, all of the amazing things about you that the world would love to see. And you're just like a seed. If you were a butterfly, you're in the chrysalis or whatever. You're about to, when you break free of all this stuff going on, this this inner turmoil and like family situation that seems to be going on, you know, you're going to start growing and like figuring out like what's the best environment for you and stuff. And then all of a sudden you're going to blossom, be so beautiful, like be your real self, like just live life like to the fullest. Like people are, you know, you're going to be around more people that admire you, want to be around you. You have to make this promise and commitment to yourself to like, you know, live life more fully. Do, you know, let yourself grow, let yourself expand and learn new things, and let go of bad environments so you can be in the best environment possible to, you know, really bloom and have a beautiful life. Spirit, what else? Ooh. Thief just flew out. Maybe someone in your family or someone in your life like stole from you, or is just like, could even just be an energy vampire, and that could be kind of this issue in the beginning. Maybe there's been a lot of people in your life that just were like take and didn't give anything, and Spirit's calling you to find more balance in relationships and cut those people off. If that's who you were thinking about in the beginning when we were talking, this is a sign. You know, just because people are family, you don't have to keep giving them everything. And then we have mature man reversed. So potentially, maybe someone that's older than you, a parental figure, or someone you thought you could trust really broke that trust and stole like your innocence from you, or stole like, you know, your time, your energy. And you're being called to break ties with this person. And, you know, just because someone's family or something, like, you don't have to take all of their advice. You can seek advice elsewhere. You're being called definitely to like learn something, expand your knowledge, get out of your comfort zone. Some of you are even being called to like get out of your environment, like move a little bit, or just, I don't know, just try new things, experience new things. Because maybe like a lot of the things you've experienced and stuff is all like with your family, all the people you've known your whole life, and like you're being called to get like a fresh perspective and realize there are people that have been like energy vampires, or just literally like taking money and time, like all your resources from you, just because they're like an older family member or someone like you're supposed to, you know, you feel obliged to. You do not have to give and give. If you're not receiving back, you're definitely being called for more balance and to be treated better, because that is what is waiting for you, Spirit is saying. Let's see, what should we do next? Let's do a room. What else? Yeah, we had Tigas, but it was reverse. I think that's how you say it. So this is like fight and victory. Like Spirit does not want you to give up fighting. I'm going to look at my phone actually what the reverse meaning is. I think it has to do with other people. Like they might not be as they seem. I just have to check now, because that's what I'm thinking with this thief card too. I have an app I use. You know, when it's inverted, it predicts you might be betrayed. So this is more like what we're talking about. I knew this was, okay. This is confirming I was talking about this thief thing. There might have been infidelity of a partner, or betrayal of a friend, or bad luck in your business. Maybe you've had trouble with artistic work, or the root of it is lack of ideas or creativity, or maybe there's some impatience that's ruining undertakings. You're being called to pay attention to the elaboration of your further steps and do not rely on luck or help from other people. So yeah, I feel like if you have this plan, or you're going to soon, like birthing this new idea, and if there's people around you that are like family members or whoever that are normally like saying your ideas are stupid or you shouldn't do that, like don't tell them. Like don't rely on them for help either. And at the same time, also don't just expect things to happen. There is some action that's going to be needed. Some changes are definitely necessary. Definitely separating from these people that are raining on your parade and being mean to you. But like don't let them stop you from or be this resistance to you blooming and blossoming and living your best life and coming into your power. I feel like if there was some betrayal, especially with the Ace of Swords, and it seems like it's from a family member, but maybe it was a partner or business partner or friend, no matter what it was, it's time to not work with them anymore in whatever way that means for you, and not tell them things you're working on anymore, especially if you don't even want them to be a part of it. Like, they're not reliable. They might steal your ideas when you put in all this effort, or that's happened in the past. It's time to break free of those bonds. I know it's hard, but like, just at least don't share things with them if they're gonna be negative and really like ruin your excitement about changes you're making. We have here Libra. Yeah, we need some more balance and harmony in your relationships. And then Pluto in the second house. Yes. Okay. So major transformation is coming when it comes to finances and work and relationships. I feel like once you change, like, and break ties with these negative people, and stop like letting them take your money, your time, your resources, whatever it is, stop you from doing, like, living your best life and being prosperous, your things are going to get so much better for you. Like, there's a huge transformation in balance and harmony coming, and it does seem to be related to work and finances. But I think this is also having to do with relationships, because I feel like whatever relationships in your life that have been going on or in the past, they kind of took your resources from you. They took your time. They didn't allow you to do what you wanted. And you're going to be getting some freedom and more harmony in your life. Two can also represent like partnerships sometimes. So whatever this has been relating to, whatever this person is that's come up and stuff, if they're gone out of your life and they hurt you, that's good. Like, because there's so much better coming. There's more money coming. There's a total transformation of your life in regards of career, money, and finances. Yeah, there could be more friends coming in. Like, maybe you're afraid to break free of current people right now because you don't know what's coming. But it's once you make these changes and don't let negative people, like, I know you can't get rid of all negative people, but don't let them affect you, and definitely not take your money or your ideas. And don't, and move past this trauma that happened in the past. Like, use it to transform you for the best. Like, learn from what happened and like grow from it. And like, if people told you couldn't do something, like, freaking like use that as power like, and fuel to like do even better and like prove them, like, you don't have to prove anything to them, but like, it'll feel nice to be like, F you, I didn't need you, I did better, and you can't share my money with me. What should we do next? I can't remember if I used, we're going to use some Lenormand cards. I don't remember if I did for the last group. Spirit, what else for group number 2? Ooh, oh my gosh, yes, we got Skith. This is about cutting off what no longer serves you. Like, it's time to cut out the people you don't need around you. It's time to cut through like all the BS. Time to reap the rewards you need. Time to like cut out the people you don't need. And then look at this key. There's going to be a whole new doorway once you make these cuts. Like, like, it might seem like a loss at first, getting rid of people from your life or whatever it is. But so many new doorways and opportunities are coming to you. We have a lot of 3s here, so look out for like angel number 33 or 333. We have some 10s here as well that might mean something to you specifically. What else, Spirit? Let's get an affirmation for group number 2. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys. Once, it's going to take some time and some work to work through, past issues and move forward from the pain from the past. But once you do and get rid of negative thoughts, negative people, there's just going to be so many opportunities for you, even money and more beautiful relationships. Like, it's going to be so much better. I see it. I just have to avoid these icky people. I choose to be patient with my process while staying focused on my desired goals. Yes, things don't happen overnight. I know, like, when I'm talking about these changes and cutting people out, I said it's not easy, but also it's not an overnight process. So just take baby steps and be easy on yourself. And then we have, in this moment, I choose being present over being perfect. Yeah, maybe some people in your life are like really mean to you because like perfectionist parents, or I don't know, maybe it's just yourself, like, just thinking I'm never good enough. It's time to cut that out, because you are amazing and you have so many good ideas and so many things to offer this world, and the universe is just waiting for you to do this, because like whatever, maybe you don't know exactly what your plan is, maybe you do, but there's something you're meant to birth into this world. And if you've been just waiting for the perfect time, there's never a perfect time. Just get started, baby steps. You don't need to rush it. And again, don't let other people like ruin your ideas or steal your ideas, whatever. It just gets started. You don't need to be perfect. Getting started is like, you need experience, and that'll, like, every little step you do will get you closer and closer to what you desire. So I think that's all the cards we have for you. Let's now ask the pendulum a question. So please think of a yes or no question in your head, and we have the rose quartz pendulum here. I'm trying to get it in frame. Sorry, this filming setup. I've been trying new things and it's not the best, but I hope the messages resonated. Let me know down below. Spirit, can you please show me yes? Hi, Emmy. Thank you. Is my name Kitty? Thank you. What is the answer to the viewer's question? Yes or no? Is the answer yes? Is the answer no? Okay, the answer to your question is definitely a yes. So hopefully that's the answer you wanted. If not, you know, you have all this power to change your reality, and Spirit is so proud of you. Oh, my camera's about to time out. But these changes, I hope you take into consideration and just really think about it. You are amazing. Spirit loves you. I love you. And I hope this was helpful. Bye, Group 2. Hi, Group 3. You guys chose the sodalite pendulum. We will be asking a question with that at the end of your reading. Sorry, I've been messing around with the setup this entire video. Let me know your thoughts, but let's get to your reading. Spirit, what does group number 3 need to hear right now? What does group number 3 need to hear right now? What messages do you have? What do they need to know? What is important for group number 3 to know right now? Spirit guides. The past has been difficult, but now is a time to believe in your abilities and walk your pathway with confidence. Yes, that totally correlates with our opening message. So yeah, and I think you're also being called to work with your spirit guides more. Maybe you already do talk to your spirit guides. Some people don't even believe in them or know of them, but we all have spirit guides. I think we can have up to like 33, but like 6 to 7 on average, some that work with us every day. Some are past ancestors, some are like past animal friends, some are archangels. You can really get to know your spirit team because I feel like they're really working close with you, whether you believe it or know it or not, to help you move on from past stuff that has really hurt you and to really find and walk your true path. And then we have Garden of the Sun and Moon. The change you seek may be outside your comfort zone. Ask for the strength to help you move forward. Yes. Ask your spirit guides for help. Even if you feel weird the first time talking to them, you can like journal. There's so many things. I did a video a while back about who are your spirit guides. It's a pick card. If you're interested, just wanted to let you know. I forgot about that till right now. But that maybe you'll like know who they are and it'll make it easier. But yeah, these changes, like moving on from the past, it's never easy and it is uncomfortable to make changes and difficult decisions, but your spirit team is really making themselves known right now, and they are trying to get your attention and tell you that they're here to help you and you are not alone and you are supported and you are protected. So just reach out to them. Even if you don't, just know that they're there and you are being divinely supported at this time. And the changes that you're considering or whatever's going on in your life right now that's coming up when I'm saying these messages, this is like validation that it's for the best. And it's time to like work on your self-confidence and self-love And I think getting in touch with your spirituality and your spirit side, also like working with the moon cycles, getting out in nature, even like taking walks and working on your physical strength may help with your confidence if you're able to do that. But if you're feeling alone, just know you're not. You have a really strong presence. Your spirit guides are really like present in your life strongly right now. And I feel like there is an archangel working with you. And one way you can see, like if you're ever outside on walks or like notice like a butterfly, I feel like that could be a sign, or a bird, maybe even deer and bunnies. I feel like nature spirits are definitely present here, but let's get some more information for our group number 3. And now we're going to get a 3-card overview, blob spread spirit. Please tell me an overview of what messages, what group 3 needs to hear right now. What does group number 3 need to hear right now? I feel like, yeah, I was just looking, I think there's a person here and there's like 7 spirits around, or 6 in that card, all different types. You're very divinely protected right now. If you're going through a really hard time, you're being looked after. Yeah, I kind of have chills. What does group number 3 need to know right now? What does group number 3 need to know right now? What does group number 3 need to know right now? 1 card at a time, please. So we have here the King of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups. And then I put this to the side because it flew out. We have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. And on the bottom of the deck we have 7 of Swords. So there might be some issue with deceit here. Like being really hurt by someone, potentially a friend or family member. They could have deceived you or taken resources from you. We have 3 pentacles here. But this pain, this difficulty that has come up seems to be related to some sort of backstabbing, deceit, someone really hurting you in the past, I can see. And really, like, it could have to do potentially with family or like a boss type figure, someone that you would have relied on for support. They might have been just treated you poorly, really arrogantly. Potentially maybe you were with someone in the past, like a partner, who had this like arrogant attitude and really put you down all the time and acted like they were like holier than thou and like just were not the nicest person. Maybe they lied to you about how much money they had or resources they had. Like they really talked themselves up, and then you realize they were like lying the whole time and didn't have much to give you or just weren't who they said they were. And for some of you guys, you might be, because of this like betrayal or whatever in the past, you may have been just like doing your own thing now. With the 9 of Pentacles, I like this card. I'm glad this came up. This is like just doing your own thing, like treating yourself, reading books, having some wine, like just kind of like doing you and not being dependent on other people and having the resources still to get by, and having time to do what you want. So maybe you're moving forth from this energy of like someone either like deceiving you or taking and taking or just not providing for you. And you're moving more towards this like confident energy. I don't need anyone. I can support myself. I have these new hobbies. I follow my passions. I'm learning new things. I'm working on myself. I'm getting over like these past people. I'm cutting them out. And I'm just going to work on myself and expand myself and move forward from that difficult time now and work on my abilities and not let that person who hurt me before, that arrogant person, that mean person, that person who stole from me, that took from me, that cheated on me, that whatever it is, I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to learn from that and I'm going to grow from that. And I feel like if you've been you're in that energy now, or that's coming. And once you start doing this and like you working on yourself and just feeling comfortable alone, because maybe you're someone that is really likes to be around other people. But I feel like once you really work on your confidence and find out what your hobbies are and your passions and like feel comfortable in your own skin, doing your own thing, whatever, flying solo, then all of a sudden like this new partner, new relationship, new friendships are going to come in. Like it's like you're opening up like your heart chakra and stuff and like allowing abundance into your life again once you work on yourself and move past these like difficulties and this stuff that happened with other people or family members or whoever it was in your life, whoever's deceived you and caused this pain in the past. Once you take the time to really work on yourself and just like even like rest and just like treat yourself in whatever way you can. I can see that if you're worried about money, that's fine. Like your spirit guides are really wanting you to do you. Like don't think you have to talk to anyone or be with anyone because of money. Like no. And once you start building up this confidence, you're gonna have, for a lot of you, it's going to be like a new love. But it's like all of a sudden you're breaking down these barriers that you maybe don't even know you put up because of past pain, and you're gonna allow all these like people are just gonna like come into your life that are on the same vibrational energy as you. Like once you work on yourself, you're gonna like raise your vibes and not have these like low level people in your life anymore. And it's just gonna bring forth like a lot. Like I feel like there's gonna be people trying to swoop in and like charm you, date you, be your friend, like work with you. But it all starts with you loving yourself first and giving to yourself and not just to others, and getting over this like person that seemed to like take from you and be mean to you and not share with you. Just don't feel obligated to ever help those types of people that didn't help you, and try and work past those wounds, because that's going to give you so much power. And I feel like it might even like past pains and deceit and all this stuff that happened to you in the past might actually be used for you in the future to like fuel making money, like in a business of some way, maybe like sharing your experiences, but like using your past pain, like it takes time to overcome this stuff. It's terrible, whatever, but once you make these changes and like you do the work, you do the inner work, you heal yourself, then you can like use that to like help heal other people, I feel like. And you're gonna have like so much to like give. Some of you guys might even like write a book or something like that in the future, or just at least share your ideas on the internet or something, and that's really going to help other people. And I feel like you're going to bring forth so much love and abundance into this world, and that's like your gift. It's to like use your past, whatever has happened to you, because we all have had stuff, but like you specifically, this is a general reading, but like share what happened when you're ready, because maybe you think you don't have anything to share with the world or give to the world or whatever, but you have your life, you're special, you're unique, you have your own past, your own history, and what you're overcoming right now and getting through or have gone through, whatever phase you're in, when you're ready to share that, you can help so many people and bring forth love and positive changes and light into other people's life. Like I think you guys might be meant to be healers in a way. I feel like you've been holding on to like these, like this power of yours and all these great things about you and these talents, because you've been hurt before. They've been people took advantage of them before. But once you heal and you share, I feel like that not only will it bring forth like money and prosperity, but you're also going to help a lot of people. And I think it's going to bring forth really positive relationships into your life too. And if you are looking for a romantic love, like working on yourself first, like don't rush into it. Like once you like feel good and confident alone, then the perfect person's going to come in if that's what you want, or just perfect friendship and business relationship, whatever that is. Just more emotionally balanced people that make you feel really loved and happy and aren't just like, gimme, gimme, gimme. What else for group number 3? We have here blank stare into 4 a.m. I feel like I just got this deck because I have the book nearby because I knew I would have to reference it. But like this is making me think too, you guys are You guys are very smart and have a lot of knowledge, and I feel like something that's happened to you has made you doubt that. But you have, and I think whatever's happened in the past too has kind of made you feel empty or like, just like blank stare, like you just don't feel as much for other people right now, or you're just like, maybe you don't share your emotions because you have those walls built up. But I feel like you're really wise more than you know. And you might be a night owl, especially with these two here. But with this 4 a.m., that's like when the veil is thinnest, when the spiritual realm. And we're talking about spirit guides. So I feel like you guys are, this knowledge and these gifts of yours might be very spiritual, but this also could be like if you notice you wake up at that time a lot, or like if you are a night owl, like there could be like spirit guides trying to contact you, and that might be the easiest time. But also, I think this is trying to say that just getting in touch with your spirit guides and your spirituality, ancestor work, whatever you want it is, I think it'll help show like the door forward, the path forward, and open up, like, just open up so many doors. And I feel like you guys are really being called to like learn more and experience more. Let's look at what the book says for this. 4 a.m. is 47. 4 a.m., a time and place of fear, uncertainty, shivers, and loneliness, the darkest time before dawn. 4 a.m., a place where predators lurk, protected in black night air, a place of waiting for dawn to come, for light to peek over the horizon and a new day to begin. Although this dark hour feels endless at times, 4 a.m. brings a message of hope. Be still, stay warm. Solitude is not always loneliness. Blessings around the dark, quiet the morning within the morning witching hour. Find your center, honor your instinct, ignore the howls outside. They are not meant for you. Allow your dreams to rise up from this place of deep creativity and longing. Savor the moment. The sun is rising soon. Yes, the sun is rising soon. Like, things are going to get so much brighter and happier for you. And like, I feel like this also goes with me, like I was saying earlier, like being alone and working on yourself is not like, is going to be really good for you. And this confirms that, like, being alone or solitude is not always being alone, like, or is not always loneliness. Like, sometimes you just need to break free and have that time to like recoup and like learn who you are without other people's influence and stuff like that. And I think that's really going to bring out this creative, spiritual, amazing side of you. And like, you're not going to be looking into like the world as dark as you have been. Things are going to be so much brighter. Like, the sun is like success after struggles. I totally feel that for you. Blink, blink, blank stare invites you to take a moment to pause. No need to react. Soak it in. Take time to process what is in front of you. Sometimes you are not sure how to respond. You need more time to think, to speak. Blank stare gives you permission to slow down. Be thoughtful with your words and actions so that they are in alignment with your desired expression, feelings, or values. The high-pressure energy of your environment or those close to you may push you to speak or act before you are ready. It's okay to take your time, take a breath, gather yourself. Shoot them a blank stare until you are ready to say what you say or do what you do. Yes. Yeah. A lot of this is saying to slow down and do your own thing. Yeah. I think you spending time alone and working on yourself, learning about yourself really will be eye-opening. So what cards are we going to do next? What else for group number 3, Spirit? We have here Lizard, Renewal, and Crown, Accomplishment. Yes, when you take this time to yourself and like to refresh, like renew, like just start a new cycle of life. I mean, you think like, how, well, I live in Florida, there's like lizards all over, and I remember like as kids, like they'd like lose their tails or whatever and they would regrow. Like, if you might feel like a part of you is broken right now, or like something's wrong with you, like it's not. You can grow, you can mend from whatever has happened to you in your life, whatever is going on. You can come out of this renewed and better. Like, you are not broken. Your life is ready for a new cycle. You can, anything wrong, like you're not too old, you're not too broken, you're not whatever you've been telling yourself or been told by bad people or people. You are capable of changing. You are capable of a better life. You are capable of growing and expanding no matter where you are in life. I feel like there is such a call for you. Like, you're going to learn so much. Like, and then we have crown, accomplishment. After, like, and it also is like a circle, so like a cycle. This new cycle of yours, like, it's not too late. I feel like some of you guys might feel like it is or something. I don't know why. But, like, it's not too late to renew your life, to grow, expand. And when you do that, you're going to be seriously accomplished. That Nine of Pentacles, like, energy already made me feel that way, because it's like idle rich, like you have enough money to like enjoy yourself and your hobbies. Whatever this next cycle is going to bring forth accomplishment. I feel like in the past you weren't recognized for your efforts. People were mean to you, deceived you, like maybe they even took credit for things you've done, but not anymore. You're like taking back your power with this crown too. When you you move past this, you don't like give away your power by hanging on to past things, past people that don't serve your highest purpose. You don't give them your power anymore. You're going to have so much power and accomplish so much. And I feel like you guys have been really hard on yourself. You guys are really smart and have so much to share with the world, and you're going to accomplish it. You can get out of this and grow to an even better state. What else for group number 3? We got one of those cards in the last one. So we have clouds and skith, I think is how you say it, but there might be some confusion going on, but this happens really, like, clouds are quick, you know, like this, it's like temporary confusion. It could be due to, you know, some kind of thoughts, negative thought process, like, you know, it already seems like there's some self-doubt and fear and stuff going on here, but it also could be due to like clouded judgment, due to like mental health issue, not treating your body right, addictions or something like that, or maybe just being very tired, and because you already were called to like take time out for yourself. Maybe you guys haven't been sleeping very well. You need some rest, and that will really help. But also we have the skith here, which is all about cutting out what does not serve you, like, you know, only keeping around like what you need, getting rid of the rest, like, and you're definitely being asked to cut out what certain people, certain things, thoughts. I think it might be thoughts for some. Any habits that are like poor sleep, poor eating, or like overindulgence of anything, addiction issues, like that might be something to work on and get help on. That would really, if that's applicable, to help with your growth, to start this new cycle. Maybe there's, yeah, with this 4 a.m. and owl and stuff, a lot of you might not be sleeping well. And I know it's hard to, like, easier said than done, like, oh, just go get more sleep, but that will, I think that'll definitely be good for you. You need to, like, just nourish your soul and whatever that means to you. In one way is definitely cutting out negative, toxic people, attachments, and all of that. What deck is next? Let's do the Astro Dice now for you. 10th house, Scorpio, and Saturn. Yeah, so the 10th house represents like career and like career reputation. We do have a lot of pentacles with the tarot spread, so maybe there is an issue with like breaking free from a job for some people and then branching out and doing your own thing. But I also see, like, with Saturn, the King of Pentacles reverse, this could be an issue with a father or authority figure that hurt you in the past, or is causing some issues, or the self-doubt of yours. Or it's just letting you know that, you know, sometimes things just take time. It's not, we all are on our own cycles, our own time frame, divine timing. It's different for everyone. And for you with the 10,000 Saturn, I can see that career growth, reputation, and success is something that comes with time. And the best things come with time. So maybe you feel like you're not where you want to be financially or with your job, or you're, if that's the case, it's going to happen. More structure in your days could help, but yeah, that just means like you reap the rewards, especially with the 10 of skip. Yeah, another 10 right here. You reap those rewards like with time and patience and perseverance. So don't give up. Or if you want to change careers or something, that's fine too. And then we have Scorpio. So maybe there is some like secret thing that you want to do with your career, or this is also to me symbolizing, like I've talked about spirituality and spirit guides and stuff like that, the occult. Maybe you're being called like to do something more along that realm, and that's out of your comfort zone, or people like don't understand. So you keep like your true desires hidden and away from other people. Maybe you feel like you can't really be yourself around the people you're with currently, and you're being called to, get out of your comfort zone, not keep those things to yourself, your true desires to yourself, and go for it, and not let other people, continue to stop you from living your dreams. And you might be really like suspicious of other people or untrusting because of the past. Yeah, I get this feeling there is some kind of like family or authority figure type issue that might be keeping you from living your truth and like, starting this new cycle. But if you are interested in like things that are outside the ordinary, go for it. Like Spirit wants you to just test it out. Do things for you. And don't worry about your reputation. You'll be fine. Like being your authentic self will show, and it'll be better, and if people judge you, then they're just not people you want to be around anyways. But yeah, I see that success in money, like in career, or at least just like reputation in general, is going to just keep getting better with age for you too. Especially the more you come out as your authentic self and don't keep your like true passions and your wants and desires hidden. You're being called to express yourself. Ooh, too many. Just one or two, Spirit, please. In this moment, I am exactly where I need to be. The universe has 3 answers. Yes, not yet. I have something better in mind. Yeah, you're definitely being called to talk to the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it. But also, don't judge. I think I said this already, didn't I? Like, don't judge yourself for where you are or compare yourself to other people's career, their life. Like I said, your success and all this stuff just coming at a different time, and it's getting better as you get older, time and experience. And you're being called to like learn more, expand your skill set, try new things. And the more you do that, like, you don't have to do all at once, like baby stuff, like little thing at a time. Appreciate the now. Don't live in the past. Don't only like think about the future. Like think about the future, but don't live in the past and these things that have happened in the past, the mistakes in the past, whatever. Like use that to learn, and then get clear with the universe what it is you want. Keep a journal and stuff, and just know like whatever you want, like say or better. Because I feel like you have these self-limiting doubts about yourself and your abilities, but you're meant to grow and expand and have this like beautiful, lucrative, like amazing life. And you're definitely being called to start expanding your skills and learning more for sure. That's coming up a lot to me. And talking to spirit and journaling and getting clear. Like it might not be right away that you know what you want, but like even like thinking about what you don't want, just like, writing it down, that might lift this confusion, having healthier habits, and just taking it day by day. Like don't be so hard on yourself. I feel like you're so hard on yourself, and spirit wants you to know like you're going places. You're going to reach your goals. Look at goals is on the bottom here. And just because things haven't worked out in the past or there's challenges or bad people, whatever, it's going to have, like, whatever you want, yes, not yet, or better. Like, you are capable of achieving amazing things. So, yeah, do some self-care, some self-work. Cut out toxic people the best you can, or at least, like, don't let them, look at methods, to work on growing. Like How to Do the Work is a book if you can't afford therapy, if you need it, but definitely just like if you want a new career, if you want more money, if you want things, like start learning new skills and like reading books that will be helpful. So I forgot to grab a rune for you, and I just did. And I like squealed. I knew this. This is algae, and this means divine protection, you guys. You are so divinely protected right now. I hope you know that. Love you. So now I want you to think of a question in your head. Yes or no question. Spirit, can you show me yes? Thank you. Is my name Kitty? Thank you. Is my name Elizabeth? Thank you. It's working really well. I haven't used this in a while. What is the answer to group number 3's question? Is the answer no? It looks like whatever the question you asked is no. So if you don't like that answer, if you do, like, well, if you don't, just know you can change anything about your life, and everything's for a reason. If it's no, that means something better is for you. But I hope this was helpful and you got something from it. You are so amazing. I can see this, and I know you might not feel that way, but you're going to when you start working on yourself. And I'm sorry if bad things have happened to you in the past, but life is only going to get better from here. You are amazing. Talk to your spirit guides, talk to your heart, open up your heart. Don't just only think with your head, and let love in, let abundance in. And yeah, you're exactly where you need to be. You're amazing. I love you so much. Bye.